London is full of amazing places, fun tourist spots, and if you look closely, some brilliantly quirky things too. And here's 6 things which we reckon that you've never seen before in London. First up is at Vauxhall Bridge, which if you walk across and look over the western side, you can see 4 bronze statues holding different objects. And the third one across is holding a miniature bronze sculpture of St Paul's Cathedral. Created by artist Alfred, they were only ever intended to be seen from the river. Next up is over by Elephant and Castle. Take a walk down the Old Kent Road and you'll find this, a Soviet T-34 tank. Put in place by a property developer who wanted to build flats here, he was frustrated by the local council who refused him that planning permission, and so he asked if he could put a tank on his land instead. They thought he meant a storage tank, but no, he meant an actual tank. And so here it is, sitting here today with the gun pointing at the council offices that turned him down. To Trafalgar Square next for 2 things. The first is right by the statue of King Charles I, where a plaque in the ground marks the point that all road signs are measured from. E.g., if you're on a motorway and it says 100 miles to London, it means 100 miles to this exact point here. Also by Trafalgar Square is Admiralty Arch, where if you take a wander over and look at the inside of the northern wall, you'll see this nose. It was placed there by artist Rick Buckley in 1997, and urban myth states that it is there in honour of the Duke of Wellington, who was known for having a very large nose. Head out to East London towards Hoxton, and on the north side of Shoreditch Park lies Gainsborough Studios. Well, at least they used to be here, as in the modern day they have of course now been turned into flats. But go into the courtyard inside and you'll find this marvellous monument, a giant steel head of Alfred Hitchcock, who spent much of his time here in the 1930s creating some of his classic movies. There's also the nice touch of a film reel outside in the park as well. And finally, to Blackwall on the DLR, where a short walk towards Canary Wharf brings you to the entrance of Billingsgate Fish Market. Oh, and this, the traffic light tree. 8 metres tall and with 75 sets of lights, it's controlled randomly by a computer, and it was installed in 1998 after being designed by a French artist after a competition ran by the Public Art Commissions Agency.